Dang. What's up, Roxstars? It's Rox. Now I'm coming to you today with a review for Underground Season 2, the season finale. My top is down. Well, the front half of my top is down. Y'all see. It's too much light. I'm gonna have to put my top back on. So y'all just hold on 1 second and I'll be right back. Alright, you guys, I'm back. This is much better, and it's fine because the bitch was about to sweat to death. Y'all know how I do when I start sweating. It's all fine and cute to have the top down when your ass is rolling, but when you just sitting still, bitch, you is just cooking, especially in all this black interior. So I just set them back on there and I'll take them back off. I'll stun on you hoes once I finish my videos. Anyway, you guys, we are here to talk about Underground today. It was the season finale yesterday. Sad to see it go, especially concerned with the fact that WGN is now deciding to turn over into a unscripted. From what I understand, they're gonna go to like just be solely unscripted shows, like maybe like a TLC before TLC started getting scripted shows. So now I think WGN's only scripted show is Underground, so they're getting rid of the show, and it is a pretty big show for them. This is a curse and a blessing. It's a curse because now they have no home, but I think the blessing is that if they can get a bigger network, then they'll get the audience that this show really does deserve. Now they'll be coming in on the 3rd season, but I still feel like the show doesn't get as much, you know, people don't know much about the show because it's on a virtually unknown network, WGN. I mean, I have people at my job that all the time say they have never heard of Underground. I'm like, where the fuck have you been? You know? So I'm confident that they'll be able to pick up a network. They say that this show has like a $5 million per episode budget. Maybe it'll even get better as if they get on a bigger network, but it's still just a little bit concerning. Last night, anyway, the season finale, I enjoyed it immensely. Like I said, I knew nothing was going to get resolved. Well, a few things maybe, but not really. Let's see. Let's start here. Harriet Tubman gets a knock on the door, pulls out her gun because she ain't expecting nobody. And it is one of John Brown's people. He's from the Secret Six, and he has a message for Harriet. They are going to break into the federal government's arsenal down in Virginia, steal all the weapons, and give it to slaves up and down the South Coast so that they can become soldiers. Harriet is, she says, yeah, sounds like it might be risky. Okay, but a little bit of risk might be what this movement needs. Okay, so yeah, I think it's a good idea. I'm glad you think that because boss wants you to participate in the front line. Now, she wasn't expecting to have to do that, but hey, it's all for the cause, so I'm sure Harriet will be down. Now, let's jump on over to Steen and August, child. They was heading back down south. They have a union. I don't know how temporary or permanent it is, but they both have their reasons for getting back down to Georgia. Now, they make it to August's home, and he sees 2 grave sites. One is of his wife, and the other is of a slave that he owned. Still don't know what happened to the son, because I thought the son was dead at first, but you guys had already told me, no, he wasn't dead. He was just, Rosalie didn't kill him. She just injured him and he's not able to walk anymore. So I'm not clear on where the son is, but you know, when you first saw the 2 graves, you just automatically assumed that it was the mama and the son when Steen asked him, but he said it was the slave. So he's so hurt and so upset that he didn't make it back, you know, in time, riddled with grief, y'all, my braces, and guilt and all of that. So Steen was like, baby, I got something for you. Take a little hit off of this. This is the huff stuff that she has. It's gonna take all your problems away. At first, August is skeptical, but he goes on and takes the vial from her, or the, you know, it's on this rag. Actually, I believe she poured it on the rag. He takes a hit, and it was so funny. The scene, I know, wasn't supposed to be funny, but just listening to the music, I thought that was so genius, the way they had the music like slowing down, so you can kind of just tell from the way the music was slowing down exactly how August was feeling. I said, August, that's some good shit right there, right? He was leaning over, and honey, Sting was looking at him like, come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Yeah, brother man, he ain't had no shit like this before. This is primo right here. So he's on his bad hit or it might be good. Steen take off running. Y'all know Steen. Baby girl got one goal in mind. She's got to get back to the house. Okay, so she's running through the cotton fields, and she did take a little hit on the hoof too, I believe. So, you know, although she's, you know, she has a tolerance for it more than he does, I think it starts to kind of, you know, it start wavering in on her as well, and she kind of gets a little dizzy and kind of looking around, gets her off track for a few minutes until she hears August call her name again, so she take off running again. But they're right at the house, or what is left of the house. When she pulls up or runs up on the house, she's just looking at it like, what the fuck? August comes up next to her, and she was like, please tell me I'm not looking at the house that I thought I was coming to. He said, yeah, there ain't no house there. Okay, nothing but charred wood and some metal pieces. This might be shit that couldn't get burnt up. So now they both like, what the fuck? Where is everybody, Steen? Where is my baby? This was not really planned. So now what do we do? Okay, so we assume they go to sleep for the night. The next morning, Steen wakes up and she looks around. First, she's not quite sure exactly what's going on. Then she quickly remembers. She looks around and she sees August. He's over there against a tree. He's got the gun in his mouth. Steen walks up to him and says, listen, I done did some shit just like you done did some shit. I tried to kill myself the same way that you were trying to kill yourself now, and somebody reached out and saved me. I tried to drown myself. They came and got me. I'm not too sure if I should save you right now. You did a lot of dirt, been back and forth with my daughter, been back and forth with me. Not too long ago, I might even help you pull that trigger. But I'm not the same person anymore. And because I've learned how to forgive myself for the dirt, the shit that I have done, then you know what? I think that you need to forgive yourself the very same way. So she goes up to him, and she is real close. I was like, is something about to happen here? You guys, I don't know how I feel about a Steen August type of... I mean, there's definitely some sexual tension there. Steen is just naturally sexual, even when she doesn't try to be to me. I think that she's a very sexy woman. So you could just feel that it was something there. I thought they was going to kiss. I was like, I don't know if this is the time or the place, but they didn't. She takes the gun and she walks off. So still, like I said, as of now, there is a union with Steen and August. Still not quite sure what August's motives are. And I'm also not sure if Steen has 100% forgiven him. But that'll be something to look forward to next season, right? Now let's jump over to the main story, which is Kato, Noah, Rosalie. We see Kato, he's in a room, he's talking to a woman. We assume that it is Patty. She is in the bedroom. I was like, oh, they done got busy. I guess Patty wanted what she wanted, huh? Got what she needed. And he's talking to her about notoriety and legend, and you know, she's gonna be the best slave catcher, and he's there to help her and all of that. He's helping her put her clothes on, and when he turns her around, that is not Patty. Okay. I was like, that ain't Patty. Man, shit, I know some good lovemaking will make you soften up real nice, like, but that girl was too pretty to be Patty. But he was just like, say it. I am Patty. And she was just like, I am Patty. I said, oh, Kato, what you coming up with now? We'll get back to Kato in a second. Jumping over to Daniel, you know, he is at the house with Elizabeth and Georgia, and he is telling them about his life down on his plantation, the fact that his wife and kids are there, and he wants help to get them. He does not know what to do. I mean, he is blinded. They blinded him. Okay, and everybody's heart is broken about the story that he tells them about that. So he is there begging, I need you guys' help. And he knows that they have sentiments with John Brown. So what can you do for me? When they are away from Daniel, Elizabeth was like, we have to help him. Georgia was just like, yeah, I'm not really sure if we need to do that. You know, I'm so fucking sick of Georgia at this point. It's just like, what are you going to, you got to make a decision, girl. Either you're going to be for the movement or you not. It's like she's afraid to, she wants to do it, but it's going to take really the extreme to push her over. It's sad when the white woman is way more about it than you are, and you are black and passing. I mean, I understand the fear, all right, and the fear has been ongoing throughout this whole season, but it's just sort of at the point where it's like, shit, to get off the pot. So Elizabeth suggests that they go and steal the family. We can do it tonight. Georgia's like, yeah, I'm not sure about that. I mean, we planning on doing this whole big revolt. Okay, and this is just for one man and his family. Noah was listening on. He said, well, I mean, fuck, if we not doing it for one man, then who the hell are we doing it for? Back in the other room, Rosalie is trying to comfort James, who is nervous that he won't ever see their mom anymore. Rosalie was like, no, you don't have to worry about that, okay? Even though we're not there at the house, our mom is the smartest person that I know. She is strong. She will make it here. Ain't nothing too big for our mama. That evening, when it's time for Noah to go off and try to help Daniel's family, Rosalie does admit to Noah that she does not feel strong and that she feels like she, got the worst parts from her father. You were right, I am weak and I don't want you to go. I know it's selfish, but I don't know how to let this feeling go. Okay, this is her man. This is the father of her child. Okay, I guess this is her husband. She was just like, what do I do with this? And he says, listen, you just hold on to that. You don't need to let that go at all. Just don't let it twist you into something that you're not. Okay, he goes to her and he rubs her stomach and he says, at first when I used to just think about me and you and my family, I wanted to build this house. That was thinking too small. I want to think about the whole big picture, the grand scheme of things. I want all of my people to be free. This ain't a dream. This is a reality that he's willing to fight for, and we can't stop the fight. So she says, all right, well, you go on. Just make sure you come back to us. I love you. And he says, it's not that I don't want to forgive you. You just don't think that he can. I was like, no, you're going to have to get over this. Because we in it now. I hate to see them two who was so much in love at one point, just all the way get back to this part at the other point. So, I know Noah's going to get over it eventually, but I'm just like, okay, listen, it's done. We on page 2 now. Let's move it on along. So it's Elizabeth, Noah, and the other men, okay? And, Elizabeth is giving them the game plan. Let's take it to them. We're going to get this family. We're going to get it back down this way. Noah says we got 3 hours to make all this happen back over the river. Elizabeth was like, I don't think you should go by yourself. You probably should take a man with you. He was like, no, because we need it to be as silent as we can. The baby of Daniel's is in the house. Okay, the family is taking care of the baby in the house, so they have got to go into the actual slave's master's house and get the baby. So he was like, no, I don't need another man. It needs to be quiet. And she says, well, what if you get caught? And he was like, if we get caught, then one man ain't gonna help me. So Noah goes on down to the house. The baby is actually in the slave master's room, okay, and he is knocked out, but the candles are still lit. So while she is blowing out the candles, he wakes up. Okay, Noah's in the room. He dropped down to the floor, and he's like, what you doing? She's like, I'm blowing out the candles. He said, hurry up before you wake up the damn baby. So she blows him out, and she hurries on out. Noah goes and grabs the baby. Thank God that slave master did not wake up. Okay, so he sneaks the baby out. Somewhere along the line, master then woke up and realized that the baby is gone. So he got that the girl hostage. Okay, they're trying to run, but one of the men that was helping Elizabeth goes and tells her, they got her hostage. What we supposed to do? She was like, we gotta hurry up. We gotta get out of here. But she ain't feeling just leaving this woman behind, especially to this asshole. So she ain't got too much time for no words and everything. Then she just go in the house and blow the damn master's brains out. I said, well, damn. That Elizabeth knows she bothered by. I told you guys at the beginning of the season that we was going to see a very big change in Elizabeth. And here it is. Back at the house where Georgia is, she and Rosalie and James are sitting around talking, and all of a sudden they can hear the gunshots and they're shooting like lamps and shit. So, they dug down, and then you hear Patty say, open up. We know that the Black Rose is in there. Now you gonna open these damn doors or we gonna kill everybody. So now they got a gun battle at George's house. Everybody is scrambling, running, trying to get away. We get Black Rose, okay, Rosalie in a room with James, one of those hidden rooms, but they don't realize that Kato is there. And Kato, of course, knows the lay of the house. When Rosalie tries to go in one of the secret rooms and close the door, she sees Kato. And it was like she saw a ghost. He was like, oh, you surprised to see me? I guess your man ain't told me that I was still around, that we had a little tete-a-tete. She was just like, what the hell are you doing here? Well, we wanted to catch you, but I got Patty because we looking for Harriet, the big catch. While them two are having a conversation, honey, George is out there handling it. I said, okay, George, I guess this was what had to push you on over, right? It's fight or flight. She can't flee, so she got to handle it. Back over with Elizabeth and them down by the slave master house. When everybody gets back together, she was like, listen, it's a change in plans. We got all these guns here. We gonna have to fight these people. I didn't want to have to do it, but this is what it is, okay? Everybody take you some guns and shoot every motherfucker that look like they want to kill you. So they get out there in them woods, baby, and they is kicking asses and taking names. But back at the house, wouldn't you know it, I knew it was going to happen. Rosalie goes into labor. She tells James, we going to have this baby right now. Get it together, brother man, because you going to be the coach. And I'm gonna push this baby out. You know, all the gun battling going around in Georgia's house in the background. She can't worry about that now because you know when a baby is coming. What did I tell you guys the other day? When the baby coming, it's coming. Somebody tries to kick in the door or something and little James stabs him in the hand. James is trying to protect his sister and his what we believe will be his nephew, and in a very graphic and yeah, I mean it was definitely one of them scenes. I said that damn girl knows she acting her ass off. So anyway, child, she pushed this baby out, and you know, she brings the baby up. He already bouncing and behaving cute as could be. Look like he about 3 months with his little curly hair. But hey, look, we can't get too picky when we got to do these type of scenes. So the baby is born. Meanwhile, we see Kato go and tell Patty, hey, look what I found. It's a letter, I guess, that's supposed to say where Harriet is. He said, I know where Harriet is. We ain't got to worry about this. Let's go get the big catch. So they actually leave the house. So they go and they make it to wherever Harriet is supposed to be. Okay, they bust the door in. They looking around. And Patty turns around and says, Harriet is not here. And then he holds a gun up and shoot her dead in the head. I said, oh, shit. I mean, I wanted Patty to die, but, you know, I wasn't really expecting it to go down like this. And when he shoots it, you know, the author is in the room too. He looking like, oh shit, I hope I'm not next. But no, Kato needs him because he's going to memorialize all of the shit that's happening, and Kato can be a part of history. The author was just like, so what do you expect to do now that you didn't kill Patty? Their boy's going to kill you. He said, no. He said, them boys stupid. They just like everybody else. You know, we all slaves. Okay, everybody need a master. Color ain't got nothing to do with it. Plus, Kato said he got him a new Patty already and she ready to take over. And I said, oh, so that's all pretty girl that he was messing with back. I said, Kato, you sure did come up with a plan, right? I still don't understand how he think he gonna substitute that Patty for this Patty, but leave it to Kato to come up with something. And first order of business for Kato, who will be the new slave catcher who will go down in history, okay, legend, all the things that he was talking about earlier, is to go get Black Rose. So we go back, we see Elizabeth and Noah get home to Georgia's house. They see it all shot up. Oh my God. They rushing through the house. Rose! Georgia! Okay, they don't hear anybody, but Noah hears a baby that's crying. They follow the cries and they go to a little shed where Rose had James and the baby hide. He grabs his baby and James says they took her. They took her and Georgia. So Elizabeth is looking worried and like, oh my God. And Noah is just relieved that his baby is alive. He said, don't you worry. You are free. You gonna be free. Noah got it in his mind, baby. His family is going to be free. Then at the very end, we jump to 10 months later. We see Elizabeth. She looks like she's had a nice night with a man. Her hair is all tousled. It's time for him to get up and go to work. We see that he is, looks like he is one of the arsenal guards for the arson down there in Virginia. She's telling him, you know, you better go on and get to work. And they kiss. She'll see him later, you know, got that post-coital glow. When he walk out the door, honey, that face change. And I said, oh, look at Elizabeth. Sacrificing herself for the damn cause. Sleeping with the fucking enemy. Honey, Elizabeth is in this 100%. So, they haven't stolen the arsenal yet, but I guess it will be coming. We gonna be at war next season, you guys. All right, you guys, so that is it. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is for itsrox. Everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. All right. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. I plan on doing the same. Till next time, Roxstars. Bye.